Okay. So, everybody okay? Nobody is sick? So you were saying that you were very cold in the last class. That's why I asked you guys to stay warm. And we will not ask you guys to come to the class this week. From next week, you guys can come over. Okay? All right. So first thing first, tables. So who wants to go first? Rehan? Table till? 6. 4 8 ja.
32.
3 9 ja.
Huh?
3 9 ja.
3 9 ja. 27.
4 8 4 7 ja.
28.
5 3 ja.
15.
6 4 ja. Hi Sweta.
Hi sir.
6 4 ja. Rehan.
42. 24.
6 7 ja.
42.
5 8 ja.
40. 40.
40. So yeah, you did not give me any wrong answer, which is good. But did we take time? I think we did. I want it to be faster than that. Okay? So keep practicing. You will not go to 7, you'll stick till 6 for now, but make sure that 6 8 are 48, 5 9 are 45, 3 8 are 24, 5 7 are 35. I want answer like this. Okay? And that will come only with practice. Let's go to Yug. Yug ready?
Yes sir.
Table till?
6.
6 8 ja.
48.
5 9 ja.
45.
3 8 ja.
24.
6 7 ja.
42.
6 9 ja.
What?
6 9 ja.
54.
7 8 ja. Where are you looking for the answer?
What did you say to you?
7 8 ja.
64.
Nope. 7 8 ja 56. That is 8 8 ja 64. Okay. All right. So I will not repeat myself. But what does it mean?
It's my turn.
Before I go to Sohita, I'm just looking for an answer from you. I will not say anything, but what do you want to say? More practice.
I need to practice.
More practice. But again, that cannot be just a discussion point. There has to be action. I want you to do more practice, as I said, as I told Rehan. 6 8 ja 48, 7 9 ja 63, 6 8 ja 48, 5 9 ja 45, 4 10 ja 40, 3 8 ja 24, 7 7 ja 49. The answer has to come like this. And if it is not coming like that, that means we are not doing enough practice. I want you to practice more. Okay? Let's go to Sohita. Sohita, table till? Say that again. 5 9 ja.
45.
4 8 ja.
32.
3 9 ja.
27.
5 6 ja.
5 6 are 30.
3 9 ja.
3 9 are 27.
5 8 ja.
40.
4 7 ja.
28.
Okay, good job. But one thing is very common among all of us is practice. I want you guys to get super quick and super accurate. That is my goal, okay? That is what we are all working towards. So, nobody gave me wrong answer. That is a good sign. That means you guys are practicing, you guys are learning, you are putting the effort. But now there has to be more effort, much faster response. Yeah, you.
But I did it wrong. I did what was wrong.
You did one wrong. So see, be it one being wrong or be it we taking time, both gives us the same information that we need more practice. Okay? If we don't do practice, we will keep on doing the same thing over and over again and the final output will not change. Okay? Alright. So last class we learned measurement, correct? We were learning measurement. Now, you hands down, unless you have another question. We learned about measurement and we saw what is centimeter, what is inches, what is feet, what is kilometer, what is miles, right? So if you guys are here, let's say you and Rehan comes to the class. So they told me that it takes them around 7 to 8 minutes to reach to the classroom. Or distance wise, it might be 5 miles. Right? So we used the right unit. Yug, stop playing with whatever you are playing with. And I want to see your full face. I can see Rehan and Sohita very clearly. Your face is like this. I want you to see your full face. I want your full attention as well. Okay? Alright. So, now coming back to the point that when you measure something, you have to use right unit. If I say I am 2 miles tall, that will be too much. Right? I am not 2 miles tall. I will measure my height in feet and inches. I will say, okay, I am 5 feet 7 inches tall. Okay? Similarly, Sohita will say, you are how tall? Do you know? 4 feet 5 inches, 3 inches, 2 inches, 8 inches. I cannot hear you, Sohita. How tall are you?
I'm 4 feet 2 inches.
Okay, how about you, Rehan? Do you know how tall are you?
3 feet 10 inches.
How much?
3 feet
3 feet? And how many inches?
10.
10 inches. Okay. How about you, Yug? Do you know how tall are you?
I don't know. My dad knows, but
Dad would know his height. You have to know your height. Find it out.
I don't know. My dad knows my height.
Find it out. Okay? Not right now, maybe later. So basically what I'm trying to say here is we need to know which unit to use for measuring what. Let's say you buy potatoes. Okay? What will you use? Which unit you will use for knowing how much potato you are buying? Will you say 5 inches of potato?
No.
What will you use then?
Measure scale.
Say that again.
Weight machine.
Weighing machine. And what unit does it display? Do you measure weight in pounds or you measure weight in kilometers?
Weight in pounds.
Pounds. Yeah. So that's why it's very important for us to know what we are trying to measure and which unit to use. So if I say we measure 4 things. We measure weight, we measure height, we measure height or distance, whatever it is. We measure volume and we measure time. So these are the 4 things that we measure. Okay? If you have to measure time, what are the units that you use? Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, right?
Years.
Years, decades, centuries. Yeah.
Forever.
Say that again.
For,
Forever is not a defined this thing, right? You say forever, meaning always. Whether that is, say that again. Hour.
Yeah.
Hour, yeah. So you use for time we use seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years.
Like,
Similarly, for weight, what all do we use? We use pounds or lb or ton. Let's say you have to find out the, I'm sorry?
bones.
Pounds, that is lb, that is called lb, that is pound, and tons. Okay? So now ton, if you have to find out the weight of an elephant, what happened to you, Yug? Where did you go? Yeah. If you have to find out the weight of an elephant, how will you measure it? Will you measure that in pound or you will use ton? Tons, yeah. Ton is a bigger unit. Pound is a smaller unit. Similarly, if you have to measure height or distance, we use inches, we use foot, we use yard, we use miles. Small distance, you'll use inches. If you have to measure the length of this line from here to here, you will use inches, say 3 inches or 4 inches. If you have to measure distance between my house and Sohita's house, you will use miles. So depending on how big or small number you are trying to measure, you will use the right unit. Yeah? Now similarly volume. Where do we use volume?
Sound.
Volume. No, not the volume as in the sound, okay? This volume is, look at this. What do I have here? I have water in this can, right? So for measuring how much water this bottle can have, that is volume, okay? Or how much space we need for keeping certain amount of water or in liquid, okay? Now there is another thing called volume. Now let me give you guys an example. In this classroom, can I make 5,000 kids sit? No. Right? How many kids?
There's not 5,000 kids.
How many kids can sit here in this classroom? You can say hand. 3. That is 2.
Two.
2 kids are coming to the class, but tell me, if I have more kids in the class tomorrow, how many can sit their hand? 5?
10.
10? Maybe 20 also. This classroom.
Yeah, 21 actually.
If you look at this classroom, right? See, this is the classroom. Here, I can make probably, I can put more chairs. 22, 25 maybe, maximum. But maybe 30. Now, coming back. Okay, that's okay. Now let's stop there. Now I'm saying, why only 25 or 30? Why not 400? Because every child needs some space to sit here, right? Every child needs some space to sit here. and the space taken by the child is called the volume of a child. Okay, let's say if I have very big kids, okay, if I have small kids, maybe 25 can sit. If I have very big kids in the class, maybe only 15 can sit, because bigger kids take more space, right? So the amount of space anything takes is called volume. Okay, amount of space anything takes, be it liquid, be it solid. Now look at this pen and look at this dry eraser. This one takes less space, right? This one needs more space, right? So this one has less volume and this one has more volume, right? So there are different ways to measure the volume also. Now look at me and look at Sohita. I am bigger, little fat also. I need more space. My volume is more. Sohita is smaller, much thinner than me. She needs less volume, space or less volume. So Sohita has less volume, I have more volume. Yeah. So now if you look at this classroom one more time, see, when you see the classroom, you see certain space. Okay. So that is the volume of the class. Okay. Now I can only fit certain number of students which is not more than the volume of this class. Now let's say in this bottle, how much water I can keep? Only to fill it up. If I put more water, that will come out of the bottle, right? So this has a fixed volume, this has a fixed space that it can fill the water with. Okay, that is called volume. Okay. Now when you go for buying milk, right, what do you say? Okay, half a gallon of milk, 1 gallon of milk, right? So you have, yep, sorry,
2 gallons of milk.
2 gallons of milk. When you fill gas in the car, you say, okay, 10 gallons of gas, right? You would have seen your parents drinking tea or coffee. They use small utensils for keeping it. That's called cup. So that's also a unit of measurement for volume. Okay. When
5 cups?
yeah, 5 cups, 10 cups, 2 cups, 1 cup, right? So can your parents drink coffee in this one by filling it to the top? No, right? That is a lot of coffee. That is a lot of coffee, correct? So there are different units for measuring liquid also, or for defining the size of a cup where you are keeping coffee. And those units are, again, we are not going to details, but you have a small unit. When you put sugar in coffee or tea, you say 1 teaspoon. So you have something called teaspoon as 1 unit. Teaspoon, tablespoon, cup, tablespoon, cups, ounce, pint, gallon. Gallon is biggest. These are, teaspoon is the smallest. Okay. So some teaspoon make a tablespoon, some tablespoon make a cup, some cups make an ounce, some ounce make a pint, some pint make a gallon. You guys don't have to worry about it right now. I'm just saying that these are different units that you will see. Okay. So tomorrow morning when you see your parents drinking coffee in a cup, then you know that okay, that's a unit for measuring the amount of coffee, right? You will not say that my parents are drinking 2 gallons of coffee. That's a lot of coffee, okay? They can drink a cup of coffee. You will not say that Rehan's parents are drinking 2 teaspoon of coffee. That's too little, right? Or 2 teaspoon of tea. That is only for putting sugar in the coffee, okay? So it's very important for us to know what are the different units and when do we use which unit for measurement, okay? For you guys to know this much is enough, okay? We will know more about how these units are related, maybe once you guys grow up a little bit more. Otherwise, you will start scratching your head and you will have as much hair as I have now, okay? Yeah? You, where are you? With me? Okay. Rehan, is that okay? Do you want to have less hair as me? No? No? Okay. Then we will learn the relationship between all these units when you guys grow up a little bit more, when you go to 3rd, 4th grade, okay? But for now, we have to know that they are smaller units for measuring smaller quantities. We have bigger units for measuring bigger quantities. So that applies for everything. When you're talking about weight, when you're taking out the weight of a potato or tomato or any vegetable that you buy, you use pound. When you are measuring the weight of an elephant or a car or a truck, you will use tons. Okay? Anything which is very big, very heavy, you will use bigger units.
Cycle?
Which one?
On a cycle?
Cycle you will not use ton because ton is a lot of weight. You will probably use something like a pound. We will say, okay, my bicycle is 80 pounds in weight. Yeah. Now, when you look at, same way when you look at height or distance, you use smaller units like inches or foot for measuring small things like our height, or for measuring length of a string, measuring the length of this pen. You will use inches. If you are measuring my height, which is more than this, you will use foot and inches. When you are measuring distance between two places, you will use miles. Yeah. Similarly, when you are looking at volume meaning not the volume of a sound, okay? I'm not talking about the volume of a radio, okay? I'm talking about volume meaning something that takes space, okay? When you're talking about smaller volumes, like measuring how much sugar you want in tea, you will use teaspoon, okay? When you are measuring something more like coffee, you will use cup. When you are measuring something more like filling your car's tank with gas, you will use gallon. Or when you go for buying milk in Costco or Walmart or anywhere, you will use gallon. Okay? You don't say, give me 2 cups of milk. That is too little. Yeah? Too little for buying. I mean, obviously, let's say when Yug and Rehan, before going to bed, if they want to drink milk, they'll say, okay, give me 1 cup of milk. They will not say, give me 1 gallon of milk. That will be a lot of milk to digest. Okay? Yeah? Do you drink a gallon of milk? No, that will be a lot. That will be a lot. Yep. You, how many gallons of milk you drink in a day?
Like about 3.
3 gallons of milk you are drinking every day? Are you sure?
Maybe just 2. I don't know. 3 or 2.
3 or 2 gallons of milk? Okay, so after the class, what you can do, Yug, is that since you are drinking 3 gallons of milk every day, how many gallons of milk your parents are buying every week? Figure it out, okay? And you'll tell me the answer. Okay? Because when I go to Costco to buy milk, I buy 2 gallons of milk, and that is enough for us for a week. Okay? But if Yuk is drinking 3 gallons of milk every day, then probably your parents are buying 30 gallons of milk in a week. And 30 gallons of milk, if you are buying, Costco will run out of milk soon. Yeah? Okay. So, but yeah, jokes apart, what I'm trying to say here is that it's very important for us to know what kind of quantity we are measuring, what kind of distance we are measuring, and then what unit is right for measuring it. Okay? I will never ever say that I am 5 miles and 7 foot tall. If I am 5 miles tall, this house is not for me. I need to sit or sleep in the ground, in an open space. Yeah, or maybe in jungles. Okay? Alright, now let's learn something new, which is called data. Okay? Now, when you talk about data, what do we mean by that? Data. Rehan, any guess what could be data? Yep. No? Sohita, what is data?
Data means like, I forgot.
Data means information. Data is nothing but information. Okay. Now, let's say we plan to open a car showroom. I don't have that much money to open a car showroom, but I'm just making it up. I'm just assuming, okay, that if I buy a car showroom, any idea how many cars could be there in a showroom? How many?
Maybe 1,000.
Maybe 1,000. How about you, Rehan?
20.
20. How about you, Yud?
30.
Do you know what is the question?
How many cars in a car showroom?
Okay. Okay. Now, I want to open a little bigger. So, see, Sohita said how many? 1,000?
1,000.
1,000. And Rehan said 20. And Yug said 30 in a car showroom. For opening a car showroom with 1,000 cars, that needs lot of money. I don't have that much. So, and Rehan is saying that 20 and Yug is saying 30. That is too little because all the cars will be sold very quickly. Okay, and then when people come to my showroom, they'll see there is no car, and then people will stop coming to my place or my store. So I need to have little more, maybe 250 cars. If you have ever been to a Toyota showroom or a Honda showroom, you would have seen 200 cars for sure, right? 20 is too little or 30 is too little. Yes, Sohita.
Maybe I guess 100.
Or maybe 100, yeah. Let's say I have 100 cars, okay? 100 cars in my showroom, okay? And I want to show that in a piece of paper, okay? So, how does a car look like? Like this? Does this look like a picture of a car?
Yes, that's a good car.
That's a good car, right? Okay. So, if I have to show that I have 100 cars in my showroom, I have to draw 100 pictures. Yeah? I will say, no, 100, if I have to draw 100 cars, that is a lot of effort. Okay. Every picture of a car is equal to 50 cars. Okay. Now, if I have 100 cars in my showroom, how many pictures will I draw?
2.
Only 2. I'm saying I have 100 cars. Did I draw 100 cars? No, I drew only 2 cars. I'm saying every picture is equal to 50 cars. Okay? Tomorrow if I want to add 50 more cars in my showroom, what will I do? I'll say, okay, fine. Now I have 150 cars. Yeah? If I want to add 50 more, I have 200 cars now. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Rehan, are you with me?
Yeah.
You, how many cars do I have right now in my showroom?
200.
Why so?
I mean 100, sorry, 100.
Looking at the picture, how many cars do I have in my car showroom?
4.
So this is where I have a problem. because I will run into losses. I bought 200 cars and I was telling everybody that every car picture means 50 cars. Since I have 4 pictures, meaning I have 200 cars. But since you are not paying attention to what I am saying, Yug, you are doing guesswork. I can clearly see that you are doing something else. You are doing something else, Yug, which is not acceptable in the class. If you are so busy doing something else, please stop doing that, because that is waste of your time and waste of my time also. Okay? Now, pay attention to this. What we are talking about is data. Data is nothing but information. Yeah? So when you look at, I was talking about information, right? Data is nothing but information. So, Ita, you have a question?
No.
You have raised your hand. Okay. So I'm saying data means information, and how do we read the information, or how do we represent the information? That is what we are learning right now as part of this. Okay. So here I was saying that I'm trying to open a car showroom. I mean, I don't have any plan, but let's assume that I'm opening a car showroom. And you guys told me, Yug, what are you doing? Can you sit in a very stable state where you're not busy with anything else? Okay, now I'm saying that I have planned to open a car showroom and I want to show that information in a very easy way. Okay? So, if I have put 200 cars, I don't have to draw 200 cars picture for people to understand how many cars I have in my showroom. I am saying that every picture is equal to 50 cars. So if I have 200 cars, I will just draw 4 pictures. Now, let me give you guys some more information. Now I am becoming a better businessman. Okay, I'm trying to do better business. So what I said was, let's say this month is February, okay? So I'm opening my showroom in February, okay? So in February, I will buy some cars and put in my showroom. Then in March, I will buy some more cars and I'll put in the showroom. In April also, I will buy some more cars and put in my showroom, okay? Now every car is equal to 50 cars, okay? Now, you finish whatever you are doing, then we can continue. Now, in February, I plan to put 100 cars in my showroom. $100 cars. Now in February I have 100 cars. What did I do? Then in March I got some extra money to invest in my business. I added some more cars. And then in April I became super rich, or I got loan from bank. And okay. Now every picture of a car is 50 cars, okay? Now you look at this one. In February I have put 2 cars. In March I have put 1 picture. In April I have put 4 pictures. Now if every car represents 50 cars, okay? Every picture represents 50 cars. Now you guys tell me how many cars I bought in February, how many in March, and how many in April. Yep. Yeah, Sohita, go ahead.
February is 100.
Uh-huh.
March is 50. And April is 250.
April is 250.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Yug?
The first one is 100.
Uh-huh.
Second one is 50.
Uh-huh.
And the third one is 200.
Okay, how about you, Rehan? So first one is February, second one is March, third one is April. Now, Rehan, what is your answer?
The first one is 100. The second one is 50. And the third one is 200.
200, yeah. So first one is February, second one is March, third one is April. Now if you look at this one, what did I do? I have in my showroom how many cars I'm adding every month. I have represented that as a picture, right? And picture tells you a lot of stories. Now look at this picture. This is telling the story like you guys said. In February, I added 50 plus 50, 100 cars. In March, I added another 50 cars. And in April, I added 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50, meaning 200 cars. So, just by looking at this picture, you can make out how I am working on my business. How my showroom has new cars getting added every month. Right? Yeah? It is called picture diagram. Okay? This is called picture diagram in math. Because you are using pictures to share the data or share information. Okay? This is called picture diagram. Now let's say, yep, Sohita.
It's called pictographs because we use pictures, and I already know that.
Yeah, so pictograph or picture diagram, whatever you call it. Yeah. Now let's add little more color to it. Now let's say, who likes candies here? Everybody? Sohita also likes candies? Okay, how many candies you guys eat every day? How many? 3 candies, and Rehan eats 1 candy and Sohita also eats only 1 candy. Okay. Now let's look at how you are performing every week. Okay, so let's take 1 week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Now every day when you guys are eating candy, your mommy is keeping a track of it. Okay. Everybody's mommy. Rehan's mommy is keeping track of how many candies Rehan is eating. Yug's mommy is keeping track of how many candies Yug is eating. And Sohita's mommy is taking care of how many Sohita is eating. Now, and this is what, let's say, this is how, let's say the candies are round, okay? These are round candies, okay? So, every candy, so let's say Sohita ate 2 candies on Monday.
Okay. I don't eat that much.
Okay?
I don't eat that much.
No. And this is just information, okay? Now, this is Sohita's progress report with respect to how many candies she has been eating or she ate in a week. On Monday she ate 2, Tuesday she did not eat any, Wednesday she compensated by eating 3, Thursday, she ate only one, and as soon as the weekend started, she went very aggressive. On Friday she ate 4, Saturday she ate 5, and Sunday she ate 6.
I think I eat too much.
Right. So again, I'm not exposing anybody here. What I'm saying is, this is another pictograph, which you can use for representing data. If I had to tell how many candies Sohita ate on Monday, how many on Tuesday, how many on Wednesday, if I would have written a paragraph, if I would have written a story, that would have been very difficult to understand. But just by looking at this picture, you get all the information. Yeah, this is called a tool, a technique, or pictograph, or picture diagram, whatever you call it, to represent data. Yes, Sweta.
Do you know what to say? The candy, how much do you eat each day? That's called key.
That's called what?
Key.
Key?
Yeah.
Okay. That's something I'm learning from you guys. So Rehan, let's say Rehan, this is now Sohita's report card is here. Now I'm looking at Rehan's report card. Now if I look at this as Rehan's report card, meaning how many candies he ate every day in a given week. And by looking at this one, you can figure out that okay, Rehan ate 1 candy on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday and Thursday, then again 3 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and on Sunday he ate 6. Just by looking at this graph, just by looking at this picture, you can understand what is the information, right? Now let's say on next week Monday, let's say if Rehan was complaining about some toothache, and then everyone is trying to figure out why Rehan is complaining about toothache. They will look at this data. See, that is because you ate a lot of candy last week. That's why you are having toothache now. We have to see a doctor, correct? So again, I'm not saying that you guys are eating this many candies. What I'm saying is, this is a tool, this is a technique used for representing data, okay, which is called pictograph or picture diagram or just a plotting of pictures to figure out the data. Yeah. So now let's look at other information. See, I keep bugging you guys about you have to practice tables every day, right? Let's say, and I say, okay, everybody has to spend 5 minutes every day to practice tables. Some of you are spending 5 minutes, some of you are spending 2 minutes, some of you are spending 10 minutes, and some of you are spending no minutes also. So let's see how much time everybody has spent every day. Let's say if one box means 1 minute, okay? Let's say this is Yug's report card with respect to how much time he has spent for memorizing tables. On Monday, he spent 2 minutes. Tuesday, he had a football match, so he could not spend time. Wednesday, he spent 3 minutes. Thursday, he realized that he is lagging behind, so he spent some more time, 5 minutes. Friday, again, he had a match, so he could only spend 1 minute. Saturday and Sunday was weekend, so he could not spend time. Just by looking at this one, this information, we can figure out that yes, probably we are having too much of gap, right? On Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday we did not practice. That's why we are taking time. We need to spend more time. So this is another form of, so this is the same pictograph. Just by using pictures, we are able to gather the information. Yeah? Yug, is this picture right?
Yes.
See, now Yug has acknowledged that because he has not been able to spend enough time, That's why he has to practice more. Yeah. So again, on a serious note, when you look at data, in any use any tool like pictograph or picture diagram, it is meant for understanding that in a simpler way. Okay. Now, how many of you remember having seen something like this? How many of you remember having seen something like this? Yes, Sohita?
It was me. I saw it.
Yep. So what is it called?
It was graphs.
This is a graph. Previous one was also a graph. It was called pictograph. This is also called a graph. What is the name of this gentleman?
Bar graph.
Bar graph. Rehan, have you seen something like this before?
No.
Okay. Who are Yayug?
I've seen something like that before.
What is that called?
Bar graph.
Bar graph. Now, why it is called bar graph? Because these are like small bars. Yeah? Yeah? Now, who all has eaten Cadbury's Dairy Milk bar? Do you guys know what is Cadbury's Dairy Milk bar?
Yeah, it got it at home a little.
Okay. How about you, Rehan? Have you eaten Cadbury Dairy Milk bar? No? No? There are, if you go to Patel Brothers or India Bazaar, you will find something like this, a packet, okay? Where you will see 5-star written on the top of that, or Cadbury Dairy Milk. Dairy Milk. Yeah? Yeah?
You're blurring, sir. You're blurring.
Okay, is it better now?
Your video is blurred. Yeah, you're blurring, sir. I see you blurred too.
Oh my god. Is it better now?
No, I still see you blurred. Me
Okay.
too.
Okay. So, yeah, it happens because it's all on internet, right? So, when the internet speed is slow, it might get blurred.
Your voice is also like singing like that.
Okay. Is it better now?
No.
No? Okay. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Okay, now you're okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, now you're okay.
So what I was saying was, if you go to any Indian grocery store, near the checkout counter, you will find these chocolates, okay, the big bars, which is in some of the bars you will see 5-star written. Some places you will see Cadbury Dairy Milk written or something like that. So things like this is called a bar, okay. So here when you look at the bar graph, these are the bars standing. Instead of lying here, it is standing, okay. That's why there are so many bars here. That's why this is called bar graph, okay. And this is also used for showing data. Now, let's say these are 5 students, okay. There are 5 students in a class and there was a test, okay. There was a test and test for 50 marks, okay. Now, this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's say there was an exam of 30 marks, okay. Now, look at this one. This is student 1. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Now, student 1 got 15 out of 30. Student 2 got 25 out of 30. Student 3 got 27 out of 30. Student 4 got 20 out of 30. And student 5 got 30 out of 30. Okay? So the length of the bar is showing how much score any student got. Okay? So this is another way to represent that information, which is called bar chart. So previous one was called pictograph. This one is called bar graph, where you are using bars to represent the information or show the information. Okay? Is everybody able to follow me?
I am.
Okay. Rehan, how about you?
Yeah.
Yep. So we have seen pictograph and we have seen bar graph. Again, why are these used? Rehan, why do we use bar graph and pictograph? Say in the simple words, that's okay. You don't have to remember anything. Why do we use these graphs?
I think that's.
Okay, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, we are learning it for the first time. Sometimes we are not able to describe what we know, right? So let's see what Shweta has to say. Why do we use these graphs, pictograph or bar graph?
We can see how to, we don't example we're doing color voting, and it's color voting, and that's that represents how much there are.
Okay.
And which is the most this one get, I will pick.
Okay.
Maybe I guess.
Okay. Let's see what you guys to say. Why do we use bar graph or pictograph?
To know how people do stuff, like you said, like how much time I spend on the thing.
Okay. So you can say this in one line actually. Okay. All these bar graph, pictograph or other graphs that we will learn in future, this is used for representing information. Okay. So here what we are representing, how much score everybody got. Previously what we were representing in pictograph, showing how many cars I am adding in my showroom every month. Similarly, I was showing how many candies you guys were eating every day, right? So these graphs help us to show the data or show the information in a better way, in an easier way. If I would have used the same information and by writing 5 lines, writing the story, that would have been difficult, right? Nobody likes reading stories. I mean, obviously kids like, but if you have to read a paragraph to understand the information, that is difficult. But if you have a picture, it's very easy, right? I mean, you guys watch movies, right? If you just see a picture of the movie, you will remember, oh, this is from Pushpa 2, correct? But if somebody tells you a big story in 5 lines, say, okay, you know what, there was a hero, he used to help people, and there was a nice guy, and he used to do a lot of stuff. The police never liked him, and all those things. You can still not make out what exactly the person is talking about. But as soon as you see the picture, the photo of the hero, or a scene from the movie, it becomes very easy to relate, right? This is the scene from the movie. Your graph, it gives you a picture which gets registered in your mind, right? If I tell you one last example and then I'll let you guys go, okay? If I tell you, now hear my story, okay? You have to hear my story as well. I know you are very busy, but pay attention please, okay? I'm telling you guys a story. You know what? There is a shape which is round, okay? And it is closed shape. And from the center, the distance is same. Did you understand anything? No. Did you understand anything? No. Now, instead of telling that story, I just drew this. What is it?
Circle. Circle.
So picture speaks 1,000 words. That's why we use graph, which gives you a picture of the information.
It's a circle.
Yeah, you're right, Sohita. So I'm saying, I was telling you guys a lot of things, right? About the same picture, saying it is round, it is from the center, the distance is same, it is a closed shape. All that I told you guys, you could not make any head or tail out of it. As soon as
It's a clock.
I put a picture here, you were able to relate, right? So that's what I was saying. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Pictures are easy to relate. That's why we use graph, and that makes our understanding anything much easier. Yeah. So that's why we use graph, be it pictograph, be it bar graph, be it any other type of graph. The main purpose is we use a pictorial representation of information or data which makes it easy to understand. Okay? Yeah? Yeah? You guys still busy?
Yes.
You guys still busy? You'll have to stop whatever you do better in the class, okay? That is not acceptable. I have told you 100, maybe 1,000 times by now. I'm teaching here, I see you're busy with something. It looks like you are on a phone, on a tablet, or doing something which is more important than this class. Please don't do that, okay? Alright, so that brings us to the end of the class. I'll let you guys go. I'll send you guys some small assignment and see if you are able to use today's learning for solving those assignments, okay? Alright? Okay then, have fun. See you guys next Monday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.